Hey there, I'm Becca. This is Keith. And this is our home, Vagari, which means to wander. And that's the plan, to wander around the world on our sailboat.
St. Vincent, to the Grenadines afterwards, pretty smooth sail, kind of taking it easy, back to Napa, Bo's Napa, just kind of hanging out and enjoying.
Good morning from the Grenadines. I really wanted to film and capture our sail down here from Martinique because I want to do it for our memories, since it's really the first time Keith and I have had like this quintessential Caribbean beam reach sail. But I wasn't feeling good and I had a bad headache, and it was the last thing on my mind really as we were sailing, so that's all right. So I did not, but we are here. We are in Bequia. We first sailed to St. Vincent, which is the largest island, and cleared Bosun in so that he is official and he can roam on the islands now on land without worrying about any officials stopping us, asking for his permit. So he's an official dog here, and so we came to Bequia after we did that yesterday. So we basically sailed overnight from Martinique to St. Vincent. Beautiful sail. We were cruising literally at like 6.5, 7 knots the entire time. I think we covered 100 nautical miles in 15 hours, something rather crazy for us anyway, because normally we're beating into it and we don't get those kinds of speeds. And then we stopped in for a couple hours, did the official stuff, and then pulled up the anchor just a couple hours later and sailed down to Bequia, which is only about 8 nautical miles further. So yeah, we got in yesterday and then we napped and woke up this morning, and it's just beautiful and calm. And we're gonna go straight over to that beach there with the dinghy and let Bo run around.
Alrighty, Bobo, you ready? I think we're good.
All right, Bosun, ready to check out the Grenadines? Whoa! We almost all fell off. All right, I'll unhook us,
Right,
and then off to shore. One pull start.
One full start almost every time.
Yeah, I know. She's a trusty little two-stroke.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in Bosun's.
Not very finicky. Bosun, go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go.
Away from the shore. No better teacher than another dog.
Yeah, exactly right. That is exactly right.
They'll knock you over. Okay, Bosun.
Bosun. Okay. Good.
Come on.
Bow.
Get closer.
Bow.
Whoop.
Bosun, bow. Go to the bow.
Okay, we're not the only ones who like vacuum their dog, right? 'Cause, like this is our typical grooming now. We just vacuum our dog.
That's when we're getting de-sanded.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. He's all sandy. So what else are we gonna do? It doesn't
boy,
come off
Bo,
just
Sam.
by brushing him or
Yeah,
whatever.
boy.
It sticks to him too much, so we gotta vacuum. This is Bequia. It's just beautiful. It's a little boardwalk that runs the length of town.
Bosun's definitely peeing.
Bosun's peeing in the ocean. He's just loved it here. He has like morning play sessions with pups on the beach in the morning. All the cruisers bring their dogs to the beach, and then This evening we're just taking him for an additional walk around, burn off some energy. But yeah, it's been nice.
Very.
Our boardwalk beach trail turned into a cliffside. A what?
An ancient ruins trail.
Yeah, it's like a cliffside jungle walk here. And we, without consent, ended up adopting another dog, I guess. Because this one has decided to join our pack. She's been following us since the beach. And she's just kind of following suit. So now there's 4 of us.
Okay, man, let's go.
You gonna come down the stairs too, little one? Yep, here she comes. Guess she's gonna do the whole walk with us. Someone obviously takes care of her. She's well fed with a collar.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah. It's just like, look at that water.
Go. Careful. Ted.
Go slow, buddy.
Good boy, Bosun. That's a good boy.
Yeah, I think we found some sea urchin.
We could train Bosun to go dive and get him.
The sea urchin? That hurt his little mouth.
Pretty cool though.
We're coming, buddy.
Oh, bud.
Don't fall in, bud. That's gonna hurt if you fall in those sea urchins.
Go, Bo.
Bo found all the local dogs on the beach tonight. He looks like he's just one of the island dogs, doesn't he? So we somehow keep accruing more dogs. Ours is up there with Keith. But then there's this one, and that one, and that one. So we started with our dog, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. So I don't know where they live, but they all look cared for, well fed. Their fur looks nice, and they're all very sweet, and they love to play, so we don't mind. Oh. Say goodbye to Bequia.
Bye-bye, Bequia.
Yeah, it was really nice, huh?
Really nice. Very, very chill little island.
Yeah. Well, little, yeah, but it's the biggest in the Grenadines.
Yeah.
So there's St. Vincent, and then there's the Grenadines, and this is the biggest in the Grenadines. So we are.
What Bequia has on probably less than, I'd say less than 3,000 or 4,000.
Yeah, maybe. So we are heading to Petit Nevis, which is just around the corner. Just a little jaunt, if you will.
It's about a mile as the crow flies, so we gotta go 3 miles out and 3 miles back in.
Yep. So we're gonna go check it out. I don't think there's really anything on it. I think it's just like a beach and some snorkeling and pretty remote.
Yeah, that seems about right.
And that's it. So that's our plan. Is I think we're just gonna island hop the Grenadines for a little while until we make our way down to Grenada for a haul out to slap on some bottom paint.
Yeah. Awful pretty, folks.
Can't complain. We're gonna get the paddle boards down and go explore Petit Nevis.
Yeah.
We just dropped the anchor and ate a little lunch. And yeah, it looks interesting. I don't really know what to think of it. There's like little structures and stuff over there. We're gonna bring the paddle boards up to that little tiny spot of sand, beach them, and go explore because we're the only ones here, which is nice. It's always fun to have an island to yourself. And that's a different island down there. So Petit Nevis just ends there in the middle. Pretty tiny. So it'll be fun to go explore, and maybe we can find some coconuts. Paddleboard time. Good boy, bosun. Womp. We forgot shoes. We live our life barefoot most of the time, so whenever we come to land, we often forget that, oh yeah, in certain circumstances other than a beach, you're gonna need shoes. So whoops, Keith's heading back to get those, while Bosun just explores on the little beach here. It's kind of like a black sand beach. Kind of interesting. It's pretty. Trying to figure out how to get up there, Bosun? Yeah? Guess we'll wait here until Keith gets back. As I wait for Keith, I'm just walking around and exploring a little off the beach here, and it's kind of neat. So obviously someone built a wall and then they put conch shells in. Pretty neat. And then obviously someone was here, shaved down a coconut and made a little smiley face. Maybe someone was stranded. This is their version of Wilson. Here he comes to the rescue. Yay!
A little loud. You might have to talk a little loud. Where are we at?
Where are we at? Petit Nevis.
In the Grenadines. On our own little island. This is the windward side. Careful, bosun.
Well, we're heading home. We didn't spend much time on land because there were mosquitoes everywhere. Even though we brought bug spray, we were still getting eaten. So that's all right. Not really an island to be on land maybe, but the water looks nice and there seems to be some shelves and some walls. So I think we're gonna probably try to spear it maybe in the morning and see if we can get ourselves a fish tomorrow. So maybe for what it lacks on being on land, maybe it'll make up for it in the water. You gonna drift?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bosun looks content with that. And there's Bagari. And our own personal island. Can't complain. It's really overcast today. We have a low pressure system coming through, so the weather hasn't been perfect today, but that's all right, we'll take it. Are you chasing mosquitoes, Bosun? As the sun sets.
Alright, what we got going on here, Becca?
We're gonna go spearfishing.
Alright.
Maybe. Hopefully we get a fish. We'll see.
We got Bosun here. We are in Petit Nevis, or Nevis, whatever one. It is one of the small uninhabited islands on the Grenadines. This one happens to have no real beach that you can land on, but it has a nice little anchorage. It's not very rolly because there's another island. That other island right there is a different one, and it's protecting us from the south. And the little spot we're going to try to fish.
There's a school of fish under us right now.
Oh yeah, look. Oh, I see him right there. Yeah.
There's little ones, there's got to be big ones in
Yeah,
there.
that's right. See, she's gonna get the paddleboard and kind of some small spear guns.
This used to be the whaling island.
Yeah, the whaling island here, so we're gonna see. And then out here, basically right over here, right around there is where we're gonna spearfish. See if we can. There's a little coral wall there. So maybe
That's
we'll
kind
get lucky.
of unique about the Grenadines is they still whale. Like they still kill whales.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah.
So it's like part of their culture, right? So they used to do it a lot more often, and I think this is the island where they process the whale after they.
I think that's right. Yeah, that's
So
right.
they're still allowed to like kill a whale like once a year or so, or two a year. I think on average, I was reading they're successful about once every other year. They get a humpback. So and it has to be done from wooden boats and with a harpoon. So like old school style. They can't use a motor. They can't use any like.
Yeah, I don't know this whole story, but like that's what we were told, that like they can't use, like they only can use a motor in and out of the harbor, like, and you have to like they have to tow it back from like all the way in. So they basically it's essentially has to be done like it was done before.
Right, and they still process the whole whale and like use the whole whale, so nothing goes to waste. And yeah, it's done more like once a year, once every other year at this point, and it's very like cultural. And,
very interesting that this, like here, like this is so structured. We're pretty sure that's where they probably had the whaling done, because this was something that they could sail into. And they think about these massive animals, they would smell awful, right? And so then this is like the island over there, Bequia and the St. Vincent on the other side of it. They would probably get most of the meat to, but they would process it here, probably. This is just a guess, probably because the smell would be atrocious.
yeah, I don't know the reason, but this is definitely the island they process the whale on, or at least used to process the whale on. That's what they say, like if you read about the history in the Grenadines and stuff. So
Well, let's go see if we can get some spears or some fish.
yeah.